Just thought I'd just let you know that this thing I've already talked about, that Apple probably going to release 2 new iPhones. Could that be because of the downward trend of their MP3 players, or yeah, MP3 players right now? Because what we have seen with Apple's their MP3 player, or one of the most popular one, is the iPod Touch, because that represents over 50% of all of the iPad sales over the past year. And the interesting thing is that the trend has been going down, and as we can see here, we can see that the iPod Touch had its best time under 2008, and then it just have been going down and down and down. And last year I think the iPod sales they decreased with 7.2%. So, or some analysts are saying that this is going to happen, the same thing is going to happen this year again. And the interesting thing is, why is this happening to Apple? I think it's happening to everyone right now that is in this MP3 player business, and I think that's just because you can get phones, you can get cheap phones that's doing the same thing. And this is what Apple has been focusing on. They've been focusing on their new tablet, iPad, that they introduced in 2010. And then they also have focused a lot on the iPhone. And this year, if they're going to launch a cheap iPhone called iPhone 4S, like it's going to be an iPhone 4, but it's going to have a little better internals, like a dual core A5 CPU. Is that are they doing that because they have been seeing that the sales of their current iPod Touch have been going down, so they want to replace iPod Touch with a cheaper iPhone, so they also can compete with the Android market? Now I think that this could be the case, and it's also interesting to see. I mean, Apple also have other like iPods, not just iPod Touch, but they have the iPod Nano and all of those other iPods. But I think that we're still going to see the iPod Nano being around, and maybe the iPod Classic. But the iPod Touch, I think that they could kill it with a cheaper iPhone, a iPhone 4S. So definitely it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in the upcoming months. So yeah, stay tuned for that. See you.